Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am heading out to the coast on the west side of Scotland, hoping for a wild camp, and I'm hoping it'll be a nice idyllic spot. I'm on the ferry just crossing over to Dunoon across the River Clyde, and I've got about another hour's drive to get to the west coast. But I'm pretty knackered. I'm just looking for a nice easy night, and I've got a new tent to try as well, so it'll be an interesting wee evening, and I'm just hoping it'll be very chilled, very scenic, and very relaxing. These are obviously the tame local sheep. Okay folks, I'm finally out. It takes quite a long drive, to be honest, and a ferry in my case, which is about 20 quid for the car return and one driver, just for your interest. Anyway, we're heading towards the bay. A lot of people have been leaving. Actually, it was a lot busier than I expected, but it is a beautiful day, and I'm just hoping it will quieten down later on this evening. So I'm on an area of Argyll's secret coast, as they call it. It's a beautiful day, but it is still February, so it's really cold. I probably should have put my beanie on and my jacket. The wind's getting up as I get closer to the coast, so I'll probably pop that on in just a minute. That's a wee bit warmer. One piece of advice if you're coming to this area, bring your boots. It's so much wetter than I thought. I'm absolutely soaked through in the feet. I just have my Salomon XA Pros on, and they're not Gore-Tex. Getting utterly soaked. Okay, I've had a good look around some of the coast. Some nice wee rocky bays, but nothing perfect for camping. The one I passed earlier on back towards Argyll Bay looked nice. I'm going to head back there, and I also think there's a river supply there as well, so it seems the obvious choice. So just somewhere down there in that estuary there, I think it's going to be my choice for tonight. Try and get a view of Arran and the coast if I can. That would be a bit more sandy, or in there tucked out the way of the wind, but a much more grassy pitch. There's a wee fireplace there, but I'm not too keen on having a fire, to be honest. It's kind of tinder dry around here, so possibly not the best advice. So I've decided in this wee flat area here, once I move out the tent and onto the beach there, great view across to Arran and looking south. So that'll do fine. It's nice and sheltered. It's not going to be a test of the tent in any sense. I reckon it will get below freezing tonight. I was considering actually camping on the sand, but I haven't really seen a suitable spot. However, I brought my sand and snow stakes, or 4 of them anyway, to get the tunnel up. But we'll not need them. So rather than carry an extra 400 grams for the ground sheet or the footprint for the tent, I've just brought some old Tyvek that I had for this previous tent. This is only 100 grams or less, so Saves a wee bit of weight. I certainly haven't noticed it in my pack today, it's been fine. Although I haven't exactly walked up a mountain. So, an absolute doddle to put up. In this weather, 4 pegs and you're up and you don't even need to touch the rest. But I'm a wee bit OCD, so I'm going to do every guy. You never know when the wind might pick up. But there you go, dead simple. Second time around pitching this, and I can't tell you how easy that is. Anyone, you wouldn't need instructions. It really is one of the simplest tents in the world to put up. But then most tunnels are quite nice as well, stealthy, and I think we'll need it because there's still a few members of the public about within a mile. Show you around here. Anyway, I've put the door looking out towards the shore to give me a nice view for cooking. Yeah, you have to say it's a pretty stealth colour. I do like it. Wow. Oh yes. This is more like it. This is like spring. You almost feel guilty, it's that good. I thought it was going to be cold and windy, and it was, but not now. It's amazing. Jackets off, gloves off, no hat required. Sun, good heat coming off it. And probably an hour, yeah, an hour and a half probably of light yet. So I'm looking across to Arran and you can just see the Holy Isle coming out behind there on the left hand side, which is a cracking day walking its own right if you're ever in this area. Get the wee boat across and just take a wee traverse of the island. I love this time of the evening when all the crowds have gone. Not that there was really crowds here anyway, but when the people have gone and the sun's just gone down, the golden hour, and it's just amazing. Just the sound of the sea and the birds, and Arran off to my background there, and just some fairly quiet Argyll coast behind me. Well, that's the sun just about set, the last of it on Arran, and what an evening. It's been absolutely gorgeous, really warm, but I think the payback is going to be a very chilly night. Hopefully that's extracting all this steam out of here. I've been in about an hour and a half. I've had something to eat. I've had my first course. I'm just going to have a main course in a minute. But yeah, it's a nice place to spend time. It's quite palatial, obviously with one person in it. And a big difference in temperature when you zip it up because of the amount of solid material. So that's been quite good actually, because it really is pretty cold out there, but I've been comfortable inside with a wee bit of candle power. But I'm going to get a main course on now, and I'll bring you back after that. Just trying to conserve the battery because it's losing the charge in the cold quite a lot. So this is a first for me tonight, a first ever fire pot meal. Somebody bought it for my Christmas, I think it was, so I'm going to try it now. Beef stew with pearl barley, 520 calories. Let's see how it goes. It must be better than the other ones I had previously, I hope. It's nice to have the luxury of such a huge vestibule and not having to worry about where the flame on your stove goes. Okay, there's no gram counting going on tonight. I've even brought a big can of cider, which is unusual for me. That plus a big heavy tent. What is going on, Andy? Fire pot is apparently a 15-minute wait time. They didn't tell me that when I bought it. It's If I'd known that, I'd never have got it. I'm starving. 15 minutes is quite a long time, so I've tucked it in my shoe to try and keep it warm. I see now why some people use foil packets or whatever, foil liner things. Well, well, well. I have to say, that fire pot meal, if you can see it, that's restored my faith in dehydrated food. I would buy that again. I mean, it is quite expensive, £7.50 is pretty high, but I think it's worth the extra pound or two. That was very good, enjoyed it. It actually tasted like proper food. I could taste the carrot, I could taste the barley, I could taste the meat. I've no idea whether you can see me, but I'm out 9 o'clock, taking a couple of night shots along the beach. It's absolutely gorgeous. The moon is out behind me. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of this at all actually on the camera, it's not sensitive enough. But yeah, there's lots and lots of stars up there. It's amazing. Right everyone, it is really cold. I'm heading for my bed. So just boiling water for a hot water bottle, and then we'll get into my kip, watch a wee bit of telly and nod off, all being well. Right you people, I am off to my bed now. I've got the Trek 4 Class 900 with me, which is rated to 0, so it will be right on the edge. And my down duvet is inside a pillow, and it's under the fleece, which is attached to the mat. Stop it moving around. I don't normally bring a separate pillow. And that's it. I'll maybe keep the candle burn for a wee while, and then when I feel myself nodding off, I'll blow it out for safety. But it does produce quite a lot of heat. But it's yeah, lovely and comfortable in here. It's been a very good, simple test of this tonight, and hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, I really don't want to get up if I can avoid it, but it's about 7 in the morning. That was right on the cusp of the capability of this sleeping bag. It was okay, but it was below 0 certainly, which is just under the comfort rating. Anyway, I better get moving, I suppose. Everything is well iced up. Let's have a look outside. Oh yeah. This is fly sheets like cardboard. Condensation above my head. It's not vast, but it's actually iced up. It's like a sheen of frost and ice. I think this is one of the first times I've ever put the candle on in the morning, just to try and get some heat. Right, now the bit I hate, taking the thing down. I'm not going to bother filming it. But yeah, it's a shame to leave actually. It's been such a gorgeous morning, amazing. Whole place to myself. Fantastic conditions. So it's been a good night, it's been the perfect detox. Let's get rid of this. Leave no trace as always, and it's time to go. So, thank you again everyone for watching. It's 10 to 10, so I'm going to head back to reality. But yeah, what a brilliant night. The absolute detox, the de-stress I needed. And I'm going to head back to Glasgow now. So thanks again for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. And if you liked the video, please give us a wee like. Or if you haven't subscribed to the channel, that would be appreciated as well. And I'll hopefully have some more content in the next week or two for you. See you soon.